Tix, what up, bro? What up, my nigga? Good to see you here. All right, I got both of the artists' songs, and he's supposed to be here at 1:20. So I got his stuff together. I was doing some of his downloading while I was on my own time. So like now I'm gonna leave the door open and let him come on through. I gotta use the bathroom real quick, so I'm gonna play his beats. So his beats will be going when he shows up here. He should be here right now. Speak of the devil. That's YOU''RE. Know the words to the song? I wrote it.
lap, baby. Go crazy. In the middle. Get your baby.
$96.
Huh?
Latidos por minuto. Oh, 90 beats per minute. 96 beats per minute.
Man, I'm gonna try to stay even keel. I'm gonna need a auto tune.
Okay.
It's on the chorus. And it's not no real auto tune. I just needed to I don't know, figure out how I want to say it. Big thighs with the pretty eyes. And little mama buck wild. I like her cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the dash in that pussy. But see, for the radio, it's not gonna say pussy.
Gotcha.
It's gonna say, oh yeah.
So I'm doing from Jodeci?
Yeah, from Jodeci. I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna do it myself.
Gotcha.
And it's just, yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work out. But sit it on my lap, baby. Go crazy. It's gonna go over in the club, man. That sound good. Yes. And little mama buck wild. I like it cause she ugly. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to catch me a pussy.
Nice little cleanliness wipe down. Thank you, sir. Smell like some good shit.
I got me a new weed lady.
I need one for sure.
A weed girl, actually. Man, she was in the store buying food, buying junk food. I'm like, bitch, you got the munchies? She like, hell yeah. I'm like, well, call your weed man, cause my weed man ain't picking up. She like, I'm my weed man. All right, bitch, what you got? Let me see what you got.
How much you charge for 35?
30.
This?
Yeah.
That's the plan.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'll find out what key that was that I just tried out. That's close.
I need auto tune. I think I need it on there. I don't know. I think I need a little auto tune on there.
Key, you're in F sharp, so now I know where you're at.
With the pretty eyes.
Auto tune wasn't gonna work. I'm gonna figure that out.
Yeah.
So we are good now. And now I gotta put the special effect on me, but I can put a little tune, maybe put a little reverb on you. I'm not exactly sure how you're gonna come off yet, so I'm just gonna play it by ear. You're live. I should have gave him the blunt before, but I feel it. Oh. All right, guys. Let's get strapped and locked and loaded. Just make sure you don't breathe into the mic. It looks like you're doing okay. You're live. So my remote that I cut the lights off with is missing. Go figure.
Big thighs with the pretty eyes. And little mama buck wild.
F sharp, F sharp, F
I
sharp.
like it cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. Alright. Let me hear how that sounds right there.
It's a little bit low.
Sit it on my lap, baby, go crazy. They say it's daddy's maybe, but it's your baby. I need to come up a little bit higher. Big thighs with the pretty eyes. And little mama buck wild. I like her cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. Alright, look, right? Cause I don't know if I'm too low.
I'll catch you up.
Cause my voice gonna be low when I say I'm trying to do the dash in that pussy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give it a lot of energy, so I don't want to be too low. All right.
It's cool, bro. I'm gonna make sure I equalize you. I'm just trying to make sure I got the right note.
Big thighs with the pretty eyes. And little mama buck wild. I like it cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head.
That was without auto tune, so
I think it might sound better without it.
Let's give it a try.
All right.
Alexa, stop. Goddamn bitch.
One more time, my bad.
You're live. Anime. Alright. Magnificent was an interesting episode. I found this weird remote that controls lights. I don't know put on this. Interesting.
I gotta come in. Punch me after that.
Keep that.
Yeah.
You're live.
On my lap, baby,
Gotta
go
capture
crazy.
it.
They say it's daddy's maybe, but it's your baby. Big thighs with the pretty eyes. And little mama buck wild. I like it cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. Alright, I'm doing that wrong. I don't even know how if the song if the singing fast with the pretty eyes and little mama buck wild. I like it cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the dash man. I'm trying to do the dash man. I ain't like that.
Okay, I was just trying out a different effect, but either way, what'd you feel about keeping the first part?
Big thighs with the pretty eyes. First part I was good with. And little mama buck wild. I like it cause she bow leg. With the pretty eyes. Yeah, I gotta be smooth.
Okay, I just added a little effect I think is going to help out. I'm going to go ahead and put you at the top. You are live.
Sit it on my lap, baby, go crazy. They say it's daddy's maybe, but it's your baby. Big thighs with the pretty eyes. And little mama buck wild. I like it cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss.
His auto tune is just a little bit. Like I humanized it so that I, make him sound more like it's him singing and not so much like a robot. But the notes he's saying are just, a little bit off. So I'm gonna have to either do some bypasses inside the auto tune, or he's gonna have to say it again. Either way, we got some work to do, guys. This is a 1 hour session that's going to end at 12:20. I'm sorry, at 2:20. So we're right around the 40-minute mark left.
She turned a butt man to a booty crack addict. He ain't got no brakes or nothing. That ass moving fast like he racing something. No pace or nothing. That ass in my face, can I taste the onion? Big thighs with the pretty eyes. And lil' mama buck wild. I like her cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head.
He's not hitting the right notes. I'm hearing them without the two. I'm hearing them out here live, and it's not.
I've been watching baby for a minute. I hope her mama put a foot in it. What I mean is it all good. I want a bone like a dog should. The money make us so wet. If you ain't throwing, nigga, no bet. I said the money make us so wet. If you ain't throwing, nigga, go away. You know I ain't right in the head, but I'm the type of nigga get you right in the bed. Eat the pussy till I feel it shaking your legs, and then hit you from the back and put this pipe in your head.
He's doing his thing.
It ain't tricking if the nigga got it. He say he got it, tell him come about it. If he ain't got it, tell the nigga stop it. Cause all that cap shit is not poppin'. Sit it on my lap, baby, go crazy. They say his daddy's maybe, but it's your baby. She is not my baby, but it's your lady. So why she on my lap, nigga, going crazy? You ain't got no brakes or nothing. That ass moving fast like you racing something. No pace or nothing. That ass in my face, can I taste the onion? Big thighs with the pretty eyes. And lil' mama buck wild. I like her cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the dash in that pussy. I'm trying to do the dash in that pussy. I'm trying to do the dash in that pussy. I'm trying to do the dash in that pussy. I'm trying to do the dash in that pussy. I'm trying to do the dash in that pussy. I'm trying to do the dash in that pussy. I'm trying to do the dash in that pussy.
All right, let me hear it. Send a message to a young lady.
Sit it on my lap, baby, go crazy. Sit it on my lap, baby, go crazy. They say his daddy's maybe, but it's your baby. Big thighs with the pretty eyes. And lil' mama buck wild. I like her cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head. Dashing that pussy. Dashing. I don't like the way the chorus is going. I can do the verse easily. I just don't like the way the chorus is going.
Well,
I need to change that. I need to change that. Man, I don't know if I need to change the melody or the tone of it. I just don't. Big thighs with the pretty eyes. And lil' mama buck wild. I like her cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head. Dash that pussy. Dash that pussy. Dash that pussy. Dash Do you love her? Hell no. The way she shake it, well, I don't know. Drop it down, she touch it. Do it slow, you gon' make some more. I look back at it. My cheek make a nigga throw a stack at it. I got a bad habit. She turn the butt man to a booty crack addict. You ain't got no brakes or nothing. That ass moving fast like you racing something. No pace or nothing. That ass in my face, can I taste it? Big thighs with the pretty eyes. And lil' mama buck wild. I like her cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the dash in that pussy. I'm trying to do the dash in that pussy. I'm trying for a minute. I hope her mama put a foot in it. What I mean is it all good. I wanna bone like a dog should. The money make us so wet. If you ain't throwing, nigga, no bet. I said the money make us so wet. If you ain't throwing, nigga, go away. You know I ain't right, man. I'm the type of nigga get you right in the bed. Get the pussy tough, I'ma show you. Alright, man. I ain't delivering it. I ain't delivering the pretty eyes right now, man. I swear I ain't feeling the hook. I can deliver this better, man. I'm trying. I mean, one more time from the top. Scrap that. I don't even want that. I could do it all better. I could do it all better.
I understand. I'm just trying to figure out where everything is that like you trying to do, so I know where your hooks are, where your verses are. You know what I'm saying? It helps me to arrange everything better.
That's basically because of. Well, you got it now though, right?
It's like bridge, hook, bridge, hook,
Right.
verse, and then I just need to see the last version.
Sit it on my. It ain't true. You know. Got no bucks in that ass moving fast. Thick thighs with the pretty eyes.
Okay, and so that's the last part right there. Yeah, just
No, I mean I could do the whole thing, everything, a verse, everything.
Yeah, you will.
I'm gonna do it all. I need to do it all over.
Not a problem.
That shit sound terrible. It's not coming out right. Sorry if anybody looking at this shit. I don't know.
All right, 1 second.
Thighs with the pretty eyes.
So that's the hook. That's the bridge. Okay, bet. What I'd like you to do,
I've been watching it for a minute.
we've been doing the entire song in one take.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be better for us to get individual sections so
Right.
that I can copy paste.
Right.
Now, your first verse seems to be, I believe, 12.
Do you love her? Hell no.
So that's 12 bars. The second verse seems
It's like
to be
24.
Yeah, good call. So I think we should try to knock out the verses first, or we can do the hooks first.
I can do the verses first, and I can come back to the hook.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, we can do that. Let me do that.
That way we get a consistent sound for the verse.
All right.
Okay, you're live. Here we go. He's got a lot more energy in his voice because of not doing the bridge, hook, then the verse. He just comes straight over the verse. And me knowing where everything is was a big part. Okay, bet. That's cool. Yeah, it sounded like you came in stronger because you weren't saying the other stuff before, so you got more strong vocals. All right, you're live. Johnny Tsunami. Art to sprinkle Mrs.
He ain't got no brakes or nothing. That ass move fast like you're racing something. No bass or nothing. That ass in my face. Can I taste the onion? Big thighs with the pretty eyes.
That's what I'm counting as the bridge. So that thick thighs, the pretty eyes. So that's one thing we'll need to redo, and then the hook after it is something we'll have to do, which I think we should do separately.
I ain't gonna do the melody. I'm just gonna thick thighs with the pretty eyes. He ain't got no brakes or nothing. I'm gonna just say it.
Go ahead and try it.
No bass or nothing. That ass in my face. Can I taste the onion? Thick thighs with the pretty eyes. And the mama buck wild. I like her cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head.
Give it a listen.
Thick thighs. Ass move fast like you're racing something. No waist or nothing. That ass on my face, can I taste the onion? Thick thighs with the pretty eyes. Ain't no mama but why? I like it cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the action that pussy. I'm trying to do the action that pussy. No, I'm gonna go back to it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure that out.
Okay, yeah, well, let's get the
I don't
second
know.
verse.
Was I consistent with the verse? I don't know. The first part initially was kind of, I was kind of more mellow. I got to.
Let's just listen to the 12 and see what it sounds like.
Do you love her? Hell no. No, but she shake it well. I don't know. Drop it down, shit, touch it toe. Do it slow, you gon' make some more. Look back at it. One sheet, make a nigga throw a stack at it. I got a bad habit. She turn the butt man to a booty crack at it. You ain't got no brakes or nothing. That ass moving fast like you racing something. No bass or nothing. That ass on my face, can I taste the onion? Alright, let me.
What
I'm
I
not
need,
trying to. I'm not being smooth enough. I need to be trying to do the dash. This the top. I'm trying to do
yeah, we can do it. I just need, like, we need,
the dash. Do you love her? Hell no.
I mean, if you want that to be the,
Yeah, let me do it. Let me try it a little better. Do you love her? Hell no. The way she shake it, well, I don't know. So I gotta put some. I gotta put my on it. Come on, bro. I got it.
you doing what? Your verse or your,
Yeah, the verse. I'm doing the verse.
all right, man, you're live. Can I taste the onion? Yeah, that's it. Okay, this nigga going crazy.
Do you love her? Hell no. The way she shake it, well, I don't know. Drop it down, shit, touch your toes. Do it slow, you gon' make some more. Look, I look back at it. One cheek, make a nigga throw a stack at it. Look, I got a bad habit. She turn a butt man to a booty crack addict.
She turned her butt man
You
to a
ain't got
booty
no
crack
brakes
addict.
or nothing. That ass moving fast like you
Is this
racing
like an
something.
upstairs area for booty cracks?
No bass or nothing. That ass on my face, can I taste the onion? Thick thighs with the pretty eyes. And lil' mama butt wild. I like it cause she bow leg. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I might have been on to something with that verse. I mean, with that chorus. I might have finished that one. That might have been alright. Trying to keep that same energy. Thick thighs. She got it. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. Do you love her? Hell no. The way she shake it, well, I don't know. Drop it down, shit, touch your toes. Toes.
Give
Do it
it a
slow.
listen. Make sure you give this a listen so that you are in love with your verse and you know definitively that you want to keep it.
Alright. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. Do you love her? Hell no. The way she shake it, well, I don't know. Drop it down, shit, touch your toes. Do it slow, you gon' make some more. Look, I look back at it. One cheek, make a nigga throw a stack at it. I got a bad habit. She turn a butt nigga to a booty crack at it. You ain't got no brakes or nothing. That ass moving fast like you racing something. No bass or nothing. That ass on my face, can I taste the onion? Thick thighs with the pretty eyes. And look mama butt wild. I like it cause she know it. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying.
Do you want to lay that part down real quick? How do
No,
you
that
feel? How do you feel about the verse so far?
the verse is decent. With the hype track, it'll sound a little bit better.
All right. So what do you want to do right this second?
We can go ahead and keep. We can go to the next verse if we want to.
Okay. Second verse is ready for you.
And you kept that last part where the bridge was at, right? You kept that last part already. Where thick thighs with the pretty eyes.
Yeah.
All right, I kind of like that. It was kind of a little bit better.
I'll copy that over to the other bridge as well, so they all sound the same. It was this one, right?
Thick thighs with the pretty eyes. say I'm trying to do the dash, that need to come up a little higher. That need
Well,
to be
we got to replace that
all
one,
right.
remember.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I didn't really trip on that, because I know we got to replace it.
Okay.
All right, now I just took that one bridge, moved it over to all your spots. So we're ready for the second verse. Halfway through the hook, 4 bars, and you're live. Quintuple word. Laugh aloud. Booty crack attic. I know, right? It's just this fucking, you know, this upper area of your house where you keep your old summer bikes when it's wintertime, and you keep all your fucking winter sleds when it's summer, and he's got a bunch of booty cracks up there.
Because I think the beat broke down wrong.
Yeah, I just switched it up a little bit, but I'll put it back to the original way for now. I just wanted the beat to have some consistency, so every time the hook come on, it sounds the same. The way it was now, different times the hook came in, it was on different parts of the beat. I want to every time the hook come on, it's the same part of the beat. Every time the verse come on, it's the same type of beat. So that's how I arranged it. But for right now, I'm gonna put it back in its original form so that it's how you remember it. It's exactly unchanged. All right, 2 bars, so you can come in sooner. You're live.
I've been watching baby for a minute. I hope my mama put her foot in it. Let me go back. I said that. I mumbled that. I mumbled rap.
You got that hidden door in the ceiling. Pull the pull cord that reveals going up to that ass. That's what I'm saying. That's what I need. I need a bitch that I can just pull a string, and then like some staircases come down, and I'm just like say goodbye to everybody and just walk up the railings. That's ass. These are beats. Ashy white. Um, this particular beat is not mine. He brought this from YouTube. Nectar, hard trap beat, instrumental, rap, hip hop, freestyle beats, Val Shad. That's the name of the song. If you're interested in grabbing this on YouTube yourself, it's doesn't say free beat, but okay. So we are ready for what hype track for your verse, or do the hook.
Let's try to get that hook right.
Would you like to hear that second verse real quick to make sure everything is perfect? We're about 25 minutes before the session's over.
Been watching baby for a minute. I hope her mama put her foot in it. What I mean is it all good. I want a bone like a dog should. The money make us so wet. If you ain't throwing nigga no bet. I said the money make us so wet. If you ain't throwing nigga go away. You know I ain't right in the head, but I'm the type of nigga get you right in the bed. Eat the pussy till I feel a shake in your legs, and then hit you from the back and put this pipe in your head. Oh yeah, it ain't trickin' if a nigga got it. You say you got it, tell him come about it. If he ain't got it, tell him nigga stop it. Cause all that cap shit is not poppin'. Sit it on my lap, baby, go crazy. They say it's Dennis maybe, but it's your baby. She is not my baby, boy, it's your lady. So why she on my lap, nigga, going crazy? You ain't got no brakes or nothing. That ass moving fast like you're racing something. No waist or nothing. That ass in my face, can I taste the honey? Big thighs with the pretty eyes. Element butt wide.
Okay, so I think it's time to try out the hook, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're live. It's this attic. Cobwebs and old mannequins and shit that your mama used to put clothing on and shit. Mink coats and shit. And just some fat ass up there. Alright, not a problem. You're live. I'm trying to do some EQ while I'm recording, but you know that's crazy talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making shit sound. And what, you gotta do one more where you say pussy?
Yeah.
Okay. You're live. He missed his first pussy. I have to just supplement it. It's alright. That's different. I gotta fix how you come in on that second verse.
Let me sauce that bridge up.
I gotta. It was just a little bit early, so I just cut that. It was a little bit early, so I just fixed it, moved it over a little bit. Now I think that line comes in perfect for the second verse.
That's what she got to be. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been watching. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been watching baby for a minute. I hope her mama put her foot in it.
Okay, so do you like the pussies, or do you want?
Decent.
If you want to do them again, now's a good time to let me know.
I need to put some on that bridge, cause I'm gonna be screaming, cause did I do you got the who he is in there, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so they gonna really drown out the pussies anyway.
Well, no, I figure the pussies and the who he is ain't gonna go on the same one. One of them is for the radio version, and the other one is the.
Yeah, but I still want them on the same song, but you know.
It's up to you, bro.
Okay. Damn. So can I? Damn. So we would have to do it. I don't know how it would sound in 3 different versions on which one is going.
You should just have
I
a clean
would
version.
think the whole year should be in all of them.
You can,
So both of them who yeah and one without pussy. I don't know how they would sound. I don't even know how they would sound. I gotta sauce that bridge up.
All right.
I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been watching baby for a minute. I hope her mama put her foot in it. What I mean is it all good. I want a bone like a dog should. The money make us so wet. If you ain't throwing nigga, double that shit to where it's like a I don't know, shit. It gotta be. I don't know. It might have to be fainter, but I want it to sound like KC, but it sounds funny when I do it like that.
I was getting that vibe.
I don't know, man. You gotta put some. Man, you gotta work some shit on this. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. I'm trying to do the dash in that puss. Do you love her?
Just give me a double of it. Try and do a dash.
All right. I've been trying to do.
Okay, you're live, bro. Oh, creative. Good. I'm glad that someone seems
I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that.
just repeat the. I've been trying to do the dash in that. That seems loud. You're live. What, man? Leave me the fuck alone, man. God damn it. This better be fucking good.
I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been watching baby. All right, let me get. I hope my mama put a foot. I've been watching baby for a minute.
I think with the double, it'll give that more
I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash.
I don't know why you're making this hard for me, bro. Can you just give me one real quick where you just say that one line?
Alright.
Alright, man, let's do it. Halfway through the bridge, coming in quick.
I like it. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that.
Why is it all of a sudden
I've
loud?
been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been watching baby for a minute. I hope her mama put a foot in it. What I mean is it all good. I want a bone like. Dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been watching. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been trying to do the dash in that. I've been watching baby for a minute. I hope her mama put a foot in it. What I mean is it all good. Alright, can I do some doubles on that?
Yeah. You trying to like what hype track the verse?
Yeah, cause just put my drag on it.
We have a double now. Which means I'm gonna drag that over.
If you love a who, never know. How much you say it will, I don't know. Grab it down. If you grab it down, she gonna touch your toe. Do it slow. You make some more.
Halfway through the hook, you're live for verse one.
I've been trying to do you love her? Hell no. No. The way she shake it, well, I don't know. Drop it down, she touch your toes. Do it slow, you gon' make some more. Look, now look back at it. One cheek make a nigga throw a stack at it. I got a bad habit. She turn a butt man to a booty crack at it. You ain't got no brakes or nothing. That ass moving fast like you racing something. No bass or nothing. That ass in my face. Can I taste the onion? Thick thighs with the pretty eyes. Pretty eyes. And the mama buck wild. Buck wild. I like it cause she bow leg. Bow leg. That's why she got the big head. I've been trying to do the dash now. 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 I've been watching baby for a minute. I hope her mama put a foot in it. What I mean is it all good? I wanna bump like a dog should. The money make us so wet, wet. If you ain't throwing nigga no bet. I said the money make us so wet, wet. If you ain't throwing nigga go away. You know I ain't right in the head, but I'm the type of nigga get you right in the bed. Eat the pussy till I feel it shaking your legs, and then hit you from the back and put this pipe in your head. Oh yeah, it ain't tricking if a nigga got it. He said he got it, tell it come about it. Come on. If he ain't got it, tell the nigga stop. Come on. Cause all that cap shit is not poppin'. Sit it on my lap, baby, go crazy. They say it's daddy's maybe, but it's your baby. She is not my baby, boy, it's your lady. So why she on my lap, nigga, going crazy? You ain't got no brakes or nothing. That ass on my fast like you racing something. Zoom. No brakes or nothing. That ass on my face, can I taste the onion? Huh? Thick thighs with the pretty eyes. And little mama buck wild. I like it cause she rolling.
I know we already got the other parts in, so I figured let's go ahead and get you in there for an ad lib. That'll give me some more time to work with this after you get all the layers in. I think the ad lib might be the last one you need to do, honestly. We don't need a double for that. Okay, bridge, hook. Yeah, shit, fuck it. Let's do an ad lib, bro. Are you live?
Sit it on my lap, baby, go crazy. They say it's daddy's maybe, but it's your baby.
Wow. She saw this message quick as fuck.
Like it cause she bowling. Trying to do the dash now. Dash now. Dash now. Dash no. The way she shake it, well, I don't know. No. Drop it down,
I
she
hate
touch your
contacting
toes.
people back. I'm not gonna lie.
I look back at it. One cheek make a nigga throw a stack at it. I got a bad habit. She
I
turn a butt
absolutely
man to a
fucking hate it.
you ain't got no brakes or nothing.
It makes me feel like I'm going backwards.
No brakes or nothing. That
Like he
ass
was
in my
subtle
face,
the
can I
entire
taste
time
the
for all the
onion?
recordings, all of them.
Thighs with the pretty
But then he gets to the ad lib
eyes.
and it's going crazy. So now I gotta cut the ad libs down, and then the tone's gonna be off. And we have 9 minutes, not 9 minutes to EQ. We got 9 minutes from this. In fact, we're T minus 9 minutes. We probably got 8 minutes at this point. And this song, he's still gonna be recording for another minute and a half. He's gonna be recording. Then he's gotta listen to it, which basically means there's no time for EQ at all. So I've been. So, That was a weird burp. The burp felt like it was one chromosome away from being a full-on regurgitation. I got that weird taste in my mouth when you got acid in your mouth. Between this session starting and the last one ending, which you guys didn't see because the internet connection just stopped, I quickly made and digested 2 tacos. I think this was a bad decision. The reference is so easily accessible that if you just look up the name, you'll be like, oh, okay, I got it. If it required anything other than looking the name up and looking at the picture, then I would have gave you more details. But I felt that you had the intuition to know that it was something worth checking out. But if you don't know who Jim Ross is, that tells me a little bit about you too. That's interesting. Nothing bad though, of course. Just information, you know. Maybe I know a little bit more about you just from not knowing who Jim Ross is. And he's no politician or anything, no one important, nothing like that.
Man, be ignorant as hell. She gonna crack the fuck up.
You made this for a woman.
She gonna crack the fuck up. This gonna be so funny. Man, be ignorant. I lost it at the end. I was like, fuck it. Whatever. That shit. It might make it amusing to me just because I was in there just doing dumb shit.
Can I have your attention, please? Over here.
Mm-hmm. Shit sound crazy, but it look crazy.
I'm going to try to show you the construction that I tried to put together. This is based off the initial time that I heard it. First time we hear the beat.
So we off?
No, it's not that. It's just that it in trying to, I let you spit the verse out like how how the beat was, and I still have that the way it is. But I wanted to show you what I was hearing, so that maybe you might like what I'm trying to do for it in like a minute.
Okay, I'm up for it because I don't know what the fuck it sounds like. It's just right now, just.
All right, look. So when the hook first comes in, so then I looked at what happens after your hook. This is right here, your red. This is your verse. So I'm like, does the beat break down? Does it change? So then that tells me that that's your verse. That part is your verse, and it tells me that this is your hook. This is the way it should sound when your hook is going. But the way now, if I leave it going the way it is, it doesn't line up like that because you put the hooks where you want it to, not where the beat. So what I did was just, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
That's not a bad thing, but I'm saying now I'm going to try to give your beat some organization to where, like, again.
Because I like that breakdown for the second verse. If it come in like
right, and I left that like that. So I just want you to hear this version, and if it's cool, I can just keep doing what I'm doing and keep eating.
I'm trying to do the dash net push. 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 Do you love her? Hell no. No. The way she shake it, well, I don't know. No. Drop it down, shit, touch your toes. Do it slow, you gon' make some more. Look, now look back at it. Like she make a nigga throw a stack at it. I got a bad habit. She tryna butt man, talk booty crack at it. You ain't got no brakes or none. That ass moving fast like you racing some.
Here's the first part where I'm about
No bass or nothing. Got an ass in my face, can I taste the onion? Thick thighs with the pretty eyes. And the mama buck wild. Like a cushy bowling. That's why she got the big head. I've been trying to do the dash now. I've been trying to do the dash now. I've been trying to do the dash now.
Your second verse, as you can see, this is the regular version. It's still got the same breakdown. So I haven't changed your second verse. So it's gonna have the breakdown. Only thing I did was I took this part of the beat where your verse is, and copied that there. And so that's it. Everything else is you know. And
That's how it's supposed to sound. In my head, that's how it sounds. But I don't know if I'm actually doing it that way.
Well, good. We got it there. All right, and then like I said, when the bridge comes back in,
Hands on my face, can I taste the onion? Thick thighs with the pretty eyes.
breakdown.
And the mama buck wild. Like a cushy bowling. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the dash now. 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 I'm trying to do the dash now.
Oh yeah, like a
I mean,
stronger one in there.
Put it like this, we like it needs some. It needs, you know, we got a couple minutes left, so I mean, we're rushing. And I'm trying to EQ. If you try to lay some stuff down, we can do that. But I'm trying to use the time to EQ. But if you want to lay something down, you can.
It's a couple of ad-libs that I might need to take out.
Well, how about I'll do this little thing I'm about to do, and then you will listen to it. Any ad-libs you want me to take out, I'll just take it out right there on the spot.
It's a yes in there somewhere, a couple no's. I'll just do without them.
That effect will take out a lot of that hissing noise that comes from just having the microphone and to make all your vocals sound better.
Thick thighs with the pretty eyes. And little mama buck wild. I like it cause she bowling. That's why she got the big head. I'm trying to do the dash now. I'm trying to do the dash now. I'm trying to do the dash now. I've been 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 trying to do the dash now. Do you love her? Hell no. The way she shake it, well, I don't know. Drop it down, shit, touch your toes. Do it slow, you gon' make some more. Look, now look back at it. One cheek make a nigga throw a stack at it. I got a bad habit. She turn a butt man to a booty crack at it. You ain't got no brakes or nothing. That ass moving fast like you racing something. No bass or nothing. Got an ass on my face, can I taste the onion? Thick thighs with the pretty eyes. And the mama buck wild. I like it cause she bowling. That's why she got that big head. I've been trying to do the dash now.
That part that I just did, that part right there was better than the first time I did it.
They're exactly the same. From the beat to the vocals, everything.
I like it cause she bowling.
Perhaps the difference is the ad-lib.
Yeah, I want them ad-libs on the first part too. Cause that shit
Sure,
sound,
that gives it kind of a
they sound so much better
okay.
than the first time I did it. That's why I'm like, I needed to add something right there. I missed it. But we took the second one and put it on the first one.
Thick thighs with the pretty eyes. And the mama buck wild. I like it cause she bowling. That's why she got the big head. I've been trying to do the dash now. The dash now. I've been trying to do 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 the dash now. I've been watching baby for a minute. I hope her mama put her foot in it. What I mean is it all good. Yeah, it ain't tricking if a nigga got it. He said got it, tell him come about it. If he ain't got it, tell him never stop it. Cause all that cap shit is not poppin'. So with my
like some things that you liked about the ad libs, I just copy those on other spots and try to give you the feel that I know you want. I might not have said everything I did, but I know I did some things that are going to make you proud. Fuck. I'm loving how this shit's slicing through. Oh, you peeped out the new computer?
Hmm?
Oh, if you peeped out the new computer?
Yeah, man. I seen that bitch over there going.
Yeah, that shit's slicing
That's
through
good.
shit.
Shit. That's what's up.
That song just rendered in like 5 seconds, and normally take like a minute and 12 seconds to render some shit like that. So it's shredding. Video stuff, I can handle 4K footage now, so I'm gonna go out and get a 4K camera now that I got a computer.
Shit, you got the you got the drone and all that type of shit too.
Nah, but I can rent those, so I'm liking that possibility. So I don't gotta worry about just going out and buying one. If someone wants it, then for $100 more, I can just go rent it, add some flair to his video. Ultimately, if I had my drone, I'd be probably charging about $100 if anybody want to use it. So it all works out. Two. That's still the same email right there.
Yep. 2 1s.
2 1s.
Yeah, it's always 2 1s. All right, it's to you. Yeah, you remember 211. I always put it as 2 1s.
It's cool, man. I want to make sure we're on the same page. So if I'm promoting you, I know how to promote you, right? Definitely want to include you on the next big mixtape I do. Just free promo, basically. Um, I include a link to the other one on my email I'm sending you here. So if you get, if you're feeling froggy, man, I'd love for you to check it out. You'll click that link there. It'll take you to Audiomack where you can listen to it. And if you like the shit, you can download it for free. There's no sign up. You don't got to sign up for shit. You say download.
I think I didn't listen. Well, no, you probably had it on something else. You had it on.
I did have it on SoundCloud. I had it on DatPiff. I have it on Audio Mac, and then the only other thing I need to put it on is put it on YouTube, which I've been trying to tell people to do as well. Like for your mixtape, you might want to do something like that.
I got a couple songs. I don't got no. I ain't bought no motherfucking fans, so nigga.
Right, but I mean, if you put your shit on YouTube, it's just a site that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. If I knew I could just stream like a whole mixtape of yours, I might support you more often because I'm not on Spotify, I'm not on Apple, but I'm on YouTube a lot. And if I'm cleaning up
my
around
shit
the
on
house,
YouTube. 2 1s.
yeah, like
the songs I do, shit, most of that shit is on YouTube.
you gotta put it on a playlist. Like, take all the songs that you got from even like if I did a music video and it was on my page, another guy did a video and it was on his page. Take all those things and then just go into your page, say YouTube, I want to make a playlist, and you can put what you put Janet Jackson, you can put 2 Chainz, you can put whatever you want there. Just make your own. So if people look up 2 1s, yeah, your video's gonna pop up, but a playlist is gonna pop up too. It'll play all 13 or 14. They don't gotta be from a mixtape. It can just be if you want everything that 2 1s got on YouTube. Here's the playlist. It costs you nothing, and it.
Shit, I mean, well, basically, I do have that. I do have that. That's if you look at that. The motherfucker don't really know. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, I hear you.
I need to start promoting.
Well, another thing we're gonna do the promotion is to do the podcast, man. I want to definitely have you on the podcast. So if you get an opportunity to check out the other link on there, I'll put the link for the podcast. This has got some what the show's about. Talking, you get to talk your shit, say whatever you want to. We'll have different subjects, and you just spit your shit.
Well, man, so you gotta let me know.
Alright, well, basically, I just want you to check out the episode so you see what the format's like, and the link's in the email. So if you look at it, click the link, and then you'll see it. It's on YouTube. Watch it, whatever. It's not even a video; it's just audio. So you can drive in your car and just have a good plan. Just listen to a couple minutes and see if you like it. If you like the vibe, we can do that shit this week. I want to try to do 3 episodes a week. So really, I need to be doing like Tuesday, Thursday, and probably Sunday. So just like I said, check that out. I'm on you soon, bro. All right. Yes, I did Google it before I asked, and now your explanation I understand now. Laugh aloud. Yeah, I don't follow wrestling. Just follow that O'Neal. That's O'Neal. I just followed the O'Neal. You know how I know I look good today? Because I got 3 phone numbers today. Now, admittedly, 2 of the chicks were gross. but one of them was actually kind of cold. Not one of the two. They were unique. Let me be. I'm sorry. They were unique. Too unique. They were too fucking unique. And then the other one was actually pretty nice. But I ain't got time to fuck with none of them numbers. But it made me feel good inside. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to reach out to any of these, but I like the fact that apparently my outward appearance reflects how I feel on the inside, which is amazing. So that's a good one. I don't have any real unique. Listen, I've got to learn to stay away from terms like gross and use something more like unique or, visually unstimulating. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll figure it out on the fly. You know what I'm saying? I just that was two of them right there. If I needed a third one, I would adhere to the rules. I'm trying to stay away from hard R's. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay away from that, and trying to make sure that eventually one day, if I do take this channel seriously, I'll be ready for the stuff that you got to play the game a little bit. You don't gotta be a completely different person, but you can't be just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I've learned that dropping a hard F is that's it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I always have a special part of my childhood where that word didn't mean what it like really means. It just meant like just some inflammatory things to say to someone that you actually really fucked with. I mean, unless it was the case where you really were saying that shit to a nigga you didn't fuck with. But and it sucks and sad to see that word go. But at the same time, I understand contextually, what it is, and so you have to understand, like, hey, these are it's kind of like part of being an adult. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things you used to do that you can hold on to that shit and think that you can balance between being an adult and still doing these childish things. And some people, that shit catches up to you. I think some people last a little bit longer than other people, but I think that's one of the rights of becoming an adult is that you get that crash course and like, hey, bro, whatever you think when you was a kid, you thought Saturday mornings was cereal and sitting down and Saturdays not that no more. Well, depending on who you are. Facially challenged, visually impaired. Because that just means they sight, you know what I'm saying? She's visually impaired. She's visually impairing. Ooh. Visually impairing. God damn. That is just a horrible. Alexa, remind me Monday at 1:45 p.m.
What's the reminder for?
Visually impairing.
Okay, I'll remind you Monday at 1:45 p.m.
I ain't got no time for no notes this week, so it's all going to have to be on my day off. I'm just going to get a cavalcade of different fucking things. Um, Facially challenged. I mean, listen, not I've been building this one up, and I've been every time I want to but I don't know who watches the channel, so but man, I just that's me, that's me. Um, I got a bunch of new plugins for my Adobe Premiere. I bought some plugins, and plugins are basically like special effects, drag and drop type deals. So that if you pay money for it, there are certain cool transitions, between one clip ending and another clip beginning. I guess from your perspective, one clip ending, another clip beginning, instead of just being a hard cut from one shot to the next, you put a transition between the two, and they can do all kinds of amazing different things. You know what I'm saying? So I bought a few packs so that for my music videos, I got cool glitch effects and I got cool rumbling effects and stuff like that. Cool things. There's a lot of free resources out there as well that people should invest in looking up as well. But it is it's an interesting time. Um, I got the new computer, and it's a beast. Um, and it's able to expand. It's expandable. So I like that. There's some cool stuff going on there, and it was an investment, man. I think the thing is like you gotta invest in the stuff that you think is going to make some money. You can't just think something's gonna make money. You gotta make sacrifices. I mean, I tell people this sometimes, man. Donald Trump was bankrupt 5 times, and this nigga was the fucking president right now. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. There's caveats to those, to that thought, but the idea should stay the same. It's just like, man, like don't let the fear of fucking going bankrupt fuck you up. The only thing that sucks that with bankruptcy, it doesn't forgive your student loans. So you can go bankrupt, but you still go on the student loans, and that sucks. Bankruptcy should just absolve you of all the things, but I'm sure that there's a reason why it doesn't. So I don't know, but go out there and chase some shit, man. Go out there and fucking grab some shit. What do you want to do, man? What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be the fucking leader of some shit? Do you want to be like more healthy? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to start your own website? Like it's like I hope that at some point you guys watch the show and get some kind of small form of motivation for you guys to go out there and really do something impactful. Not impactful like the world's got to see it, but impactful that it changes one person. You know? It doesn't matter what it is. Because guess what? We're all here on this planet to do what we're here to do. And I don't mean for that to be like all encompassing. It's just the idea that you may feel like you haven't lived up to whatever. Sometimes you may feel like you're not enough. Sometimes you can feel like you have the odds against you. You got dealt a raw deal. And all these things could be true. But at the end of the day, you have to try to hang your hat on understanding that you are unique and you are a unique experience. And the things that you commit to and the things you dedicate time to, like being here on the show and offering suggestions and offering some comedic value for me, you know what I'm saying? All these things matter. And not even on a microscopic level as much as it really matters. You know? You want to do big things. I get it, man. No one, not everybody can be LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can be, I don't know, Tom Brady. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Not anybody else can be you either. And that's what motherfuckers sleep on. Yeah. Motherfuckers can do similar shit to you, but nobody can be you. No one can live your life like you. No one can finesse like you. And if you just believe in yourself, that's the X factor. Believing in your shit and also putting in the work. Because motherfuckers be believing in the whack is ridiculous. Somebody need to. That idea is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to do that. But that's why you put in the work. You know what I'm saying? That's the part. Get your idea. For those of you guys who aren't chasing anything, who aren't doing anything, get your idea. And for those who are doing, you have an idea, you know what you want, put in the goddamn work. Log out of whatever you're doing, and get on some seminars, some webinars. They're free. You know what I'm saying? You want to buy houses, watch a couple webinars. There'll be an hour, 2 hours a piece. I know it's boring. Smoke a blunt, eat some popcorn, whatever you gotta do, and learn some fucking shit with something. You know what I'm saying? So you can buy your fucking house. You want to learn how to do HTML to build code, to do code and do websites and stuff like that. Watch some fucking seminars and go. Okay? Just fucking go, man. Don't let life hold you back, man. We got 24 hours in a day. And if that doesn't seem like it's enough, then I challenge you to stay up for 36 hours, okay? Not even 36, just 24. Stay up for 24 hours. And tell me how many times you were bored because you didn't have shit to do, okay? Fill up that time and fill it up with something that you are going to do to fuck everybody else. That's gonna make you feel proud of who you are. That's what it's about. be proud of who you are, and do something that you feel like you're proud of. That's what I want for everybody. That's what I want everybody to be on. And I'm hoping that I can leave you guys with some positivity off that note. It's blue as fucking here. I'm wearing a blue shirt, blue lights, computer blue, computer screen, TV screen blue, everything blue. So I'm gonna dip. Um, and I'll leave you guys on that positive note. How about that? Music time is done. Tomorrow is a new day. I'll see you guys then. I'm going to be here 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock with um, who is my 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock? Jay Stacks, Mr. Jay Stacks. It's been years since he's been here, so for you guys that are on the old school tip, you might be able to search PeterPromo, always one word, and space Mr. or MR space JAY space Stacks, Mr. J Stacks, and Peter Promo, and some, I know something will pop up, but maybe on the show you might be able to see a session. But he'll be here tomorrow 1 to 3. Then 3:20 to 5:20, we're going to have Cash Keem. Cash Keem is going to be here working on new music. He's been doing a lot of stuff with Freshy Zell. And there's his poster right there. You can see for one of his bank tapes that he has done. You can probably catch that online. Cash Keem, if you want to do a little research on him. He's done plenty of studio sessions with me, and we've done a lot of work together. So that'll be my 3:20 to 5:20. So you'll see me in here from 1 o'clock to 5:20, and some other stuff possible. But trust me when I say that you're going to see a lot more of me tomorrow than that. That's 4 hours. I'm going to try to set the limit, right? I know this might sound counterproductive, but I think I'm going to set a limit. I always tell people I'm open from 12 to 12. And obviously, it'd be after that. Terry Bright! Terry Bright! I'm going to try to set it to where I do 8 hours of work a day. Studio work. 8 hours a day. 4 people book 2 hours. If 2 people book 3 hours, then I'm gonna book one more 2. And if I only get the 2 3-hour sessions, all right. I figure if I do 8 times 6, then that's what, 48? Yeah, 48, and then 48 times 40 would be 16. 8 would be 200. 360. So 1,460. I believe. Wait. I said 48 times 40. So that's 48 times 40 would be 480 times 4. Which would be 320 plus. Yeah, so it'd be like 19. It'd be about 2,000 a week. I would be happy with that. And then if on top of that I could do music videos, that would be nice. Though I think at 8 hours a day already, I mean music videos people like if I did my 8 hours and then I spent the rest of the day just, oh Pete, come on man, let me get in the studio. Like, nah, I'm booked. I got video shit. So you can fit me in, but no, I can't. I just told you, you know what I'm saying? That's how my shit's gonna be. Like, I'm gonna just get 4 people who wanna get 2 hours a day. Once that fills up, and if it's a day where no one books, I'm not gonna stress about it. I ain't gonna trip. I'm gonna just be like, all right, bad week. Or not bad week, bad day. But not a bad day because now I got time to do other shit that I can't normally do. You know what I'm saying? There's a silver lining, and in that case, I don't even look at it as a silver lining. I think it's just a balancing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see where you know what I'm saying? Like if you do a showcase and nobody, none of your people show up, and nobody buys your CD, so you're looking like, man, I spent all this money to do the showcase, and ain't nobody buying my CD, and none of my people showed up. So if you take that situation and take it as an L, that's you and your perspective taking this potential good situation and just crowning it with that L. You've got to look at that and say, okay, well, I'm here. I'm still performing in front of a bunch of people who don't know who I am. How can I capitalize on the fact that I have all these people who are now being introduced to my brand and then how can I utilize that to incur either they're not buying CDs, but what can I get from them? Can I get the social media? Can I get the email accounts? You know what I'm saying? Can you turn this into an opportunity where you got 100 emails? You got 100 emails that night. That's emails are as good as gold. Okay, so I'm saying like you have to look at every situation. Man, my fucking check didn't come through this week. I was expecting $900. I am fucked for 2 weeks. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna da 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 da. Okay, who knows what, you know what I'm saying, you scrounging for money is gonna end up turning into. Maybe that week you were gonna buy some PS4 games that you're not gonna buy no more. Maybe that week you was gonna buy some weed that you're not gonna buy no not that week anymore. And not smoking weed for a week puts you on a whole different tip to where the next week you smoking less weed, which end up starting a whole chain reaction. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different things that can happen in a time period that isn't just picking for silver linings. Every situation brings about the opportunities that you have to just be open minded for. You know what I'm saying? Now there are certain situations that like, okay, yeah, I got my testicles cut off and I got raped by a donkey and I'm doing 50 years in jail. That's a pretty fucked up situation right there. I'm not gonna hold you up. There's not a lot of that. That will be me picking for silver linings, okay? But that situation ain't happening to you. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up situations happen all the time. And when you're a business or you're an artist, which means you are a business, you have to fucking take every opportunity that you can and harness that shit, because I know sometimes emotions get in that shit and you don't be feeling like doing shit. And one other key thing that I think for the black communities I'm trying to push is mental health, going and seeing a therapist. I think more people in the black community needs to be going out. You know, get get from the what do you call it, Medicare. Get Medicare. Go get you a dentist. Get you a, you know, whatever it does, and get you a therapist and see them once a month or once a week or whatever, and talk to somebody outside of your personal group. Someone who's not gonna pacify all the little fucked up things that you say, and someone who has a PhD at helping solving problems. Not motherfucker. You know what you should do? You should fuck that nigga up. Okay, fair enough. They're your friends. There's a reason why they're your friends. But the idea is that you want to talk to someone who's like clinically trained at conflict resolution and in betterment. You know what I'm saying? So that is important. I think that there's a stigma of that being like a white thing, and it has been. Um, I mean, shit, I've seen it be as bad to where when a nigga came around with a fucking Starbucks coffee, motherfucking, oh, you a white coffee drinking ass nigga. This motherfucking dude, he's got a fucking Starbucks coffee. Why you ostracizing him? Doesn't matter. Black people will subjugate and put things in boxes, and that's fine. We all do it. But I think being a member of the black community, I see it in my people more so than I see it in other people because I don't be in those communities. Um, I feel as though, yeah, mental health is important. If you haven't thought about, I'm sure you all have thought about seeing a therapist, but if you haven't, I would definitely say just to check it off your checklist. Boop, try it out, because I guarantee that just having somebody there to talk to about other shit that isn't the normal people that you normally talk about too. Because the whole thing is you can go out and reach out and talk to somebody on Facebook, but this motherfucker could be just as destructive and just as, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know who you're talking to. Now, with a therapist, of course, same rules apply, you know what I'm saying? Murphy's Law. But at the same time, these motherfuckers have been to college and they've got, like, their careers on the line. So I don't think they're just going to be purposely, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You talk to a random person, they ain't got their career on the line. They're just going to tell you some fucking, probably some hoe ass shit. And you'll be like, yeah, that might be, you know what I'm saying? So I would definitely say for black people to reach out more for that. B, what's up, my brother? Turn your PSN mic up. It's hella low. Hella low. Hello. Hello. I got a speech impediment. Hello. Um, I had to keep it low so that when the speakers come on, it don't be blowing up the mic, and I'll be feeling like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, I tell you what, man. If you're comfortable, my mindset is if you're comfortable, you fucking up. If you're comfortable, you are fucking up. there's, you gotta have some time to chill, relax, and just like, man, life is fucking hard. I gotta enjoy this moment. Yeah, of course, of course. But if your life ain't where you know it's supposed to be, and you're comfortable, you're losing the fight. You know what I'm saying? You have to fucking put some fire in that ass, man. Push yourself, man. I tell you what, it's imperative that we reach out to people and be influential to our neighbors, not to the direct neighbors, but just in your community and not in your actual community. But you know what I'm saying? Because people need influential people in their life. People need positive people in their life. People need people who just show that they care. You know what I'm saying? When you don't feel like the shit you do matter, you don't care. You know what I'm saying? Nobody care. You're more likely to fall into solidarity and fall into that feeling that, you know what I'm saying, nothing matters. And then you get all, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's not everybody, but I feel like a majority of people can relate to that idea. And um, you might be the person who has something amazing going on for you. How to find this thing, folks? I don't know. Otoshi. I You never know, man. Like sometimes you're the motherfucker who's up right now. You know what I'm saying? And everybody seeing what you're doing, they seeing your moves, they watching you and shit. And you gotta be out here just putting something out there because regardless, put it like this, put it like this. This may not be the fact for every single person, okay? But what I'm telling you is what you don't know is what you don't know. And what you don't know is that there are people watching you, okay? They don't have to be spies and infiltration people from the government, and they don't have to be your high school sweethearts and all the people that you want to be watching you. But there's a motherfucker who ran into you at some point, and they are watching you. Maybe they're an older motherfucker, one of your dad's friends or your mom's, you know what I'm saying, coworkers or whatever. And the idea is, you're not working for them, but what you have to understand is the things that you do matter on a level beyond your comprehension. And when you fall off, when you slack, and when you stop doing the things that your routine that make you feel empowered, people that you don't know look to you for things that you don't understand what they're looking for, and they're looking for you. And regardless of whether you think I'm right or wrong, I don't care if it's a little brother, a cousin, a nephew, a neighbor who you didn't know they fuck with you, but they were like 4 years underneath you in school, and they always kind of secretly looked at you and like, you know what, this motherfucker weird, but they always making their own little trinkets, and I like how they got their own little, you know what I'm saying? There's a motherfucker who looks to you for inspiration, or looks to you to be the difference maker. When motherfuckers look at you like a higher up motherfucker in the 60s or 80s, or not 80s, but 60s, 70s, like, he look at you and say, yeah, that's a young nigga, but I see other young niggas, and what you're doing and what I see everybody else doing is different. And I better not see you falling into this shit. And it's not your daddy, and can't nobody tell you shit. But at the same time, the point of it all is like, it doesn't matter if it's somebody younger, someone older, one of your contemporaries. It doesn't matter. The idea is that you may feel like you're in a place where like the shit don't matter. You may feel like don't nobody pay attention, but I guarantee you, man. Sometimes I be on some of the people who watch this show. I get on their page just to see like what's up. AMD is a prime example because he's on Instagram. He don't got no pictures of himself up there. Got a bunch of gun pictures, him with his kids. And every once in a while, I'll periodically go there and just, ascertain whether there's a pleasant atmosphere going on, or if someone's fucked up. And I gotta tell you, am I like a fan? No, but this is my way of communicating by checking the page and just seeing how he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And if I were to go to that page and like he hadn't posted anything, and you know what I'm saying, it was these weird cryptic, I would be like, bro, you okay? No, bro. I'm just, hey, I'm just looking out. Are you sure? You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm used to seeing certain things a certain way, and when it's not, I might not even reach out and express them, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, and the weight of that is now bushing off on me, and it may sound like hogwash right now. It may not really be registering with you right now, but I'm saying it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter who you are. Someone may be obvious. Someone may be not obvious. It's on you. and you are representative to somebody, man. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker with no arms wished if I only had arms. The motherfucker with the arms, if I only had strong arms. The motherfucker with the strong arms, oh, if only I had a personality and people would like me. Motherfucker with people with personality, oh, I wish I could lose weight. You know what I'm saying? Look, everybody is, everybody got their thing, man. But the whole idea that I'm trying to push for you right now is that I don't want you to feel crushed behind those things, you know? It's so easy to feel the weight of just how fucking vast this world is. Fuck the universe, this world. We're in a place where if you want to be a comedian, everybody's doing comedy. You want to be a musician, everybody's doing music. It makes you feel so small and like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, there's a small audience for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Me, I got my small audience here. Am I trying to be whatever? No. I just fuck with the niggas who fuck with me. Um, Millionaire changed my life. I don't know where I am. The world falling apart. Well, we all humans face facts sometimes. A hug can change a life. Yeah, man. A hug is a very important thing. I remember dealing with one of the hardest things I ever dealt with in life, and it was like separating from my ex. And I remember not talking to anybody about the shit. I didn't talk to anybody about it. And then at some point, I had got a fever that I had to get no, I got strep. I don't know what it's called, but it was like it might have been strep throat. I needed antibiotics. I was in pain. I was in pain. I was in my bed just like, ugh. And it was like right after I'm thinking like, man, I'm used to having someone who's gonna take care of me, and I was all fucked up and shit. And the way everything had ended. And the point is, I had this nice, kind-hearted doctor. She was I don't know if she was new or not, but like she could sense that something was wrong because, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm good at putting on the front, and I was just real fucked up. I was in a lot of pain. My mind was used to thinking, oh, I'm in pain, this person will help me, and that person wasn't there to help no more. And I was fucked up, man. I was holding on to shit inside. I didn't tell my family, I didn't tell no friends. I pushed everybody away. I was just trying to be my lone wolf thing. And she's like, is everything okay? Like, this had nothing to do with this. She already gave me antibiotics. I think they gave me a shot. I don't remember what it was, like, and like it was over. She was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, straight." Because at that moment, it was like it was a random time where just something had just been hitting me hard, and it must have been over my face because I was just like, "No, I'm good, I'm good." And I just remember she stuck her hand out and she just touched me and she said, "Are you okay?" And I remember I was like, fuck. Internally, all those mandates, all that fucking machismo, all that shit, just fucking like, why did you touch me? Like, I'm used to like handling all that shit, but keep away from me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I keep it all together. And man, she just grabbed my hand, and I was just like, fuck, man, broke me down. And it was just weird. You know what I'm saying? Then she gave me a hug, and it was just like, wow, man. Like I would be able to do that for somebody, but I wouldn't. I would have the understanding of what I was doing for them, but I wouldn't be doing it because I actually feel. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But from what the from her perspective and from the perspective of people who are genuinely like they feel emotions, they feel for people and stuff like that. Those people are needed, and a lot of people will say those people are like suckers, and those people are fucking like too gullible and whatever. And it's like you're probably right. You know what? Personally, I'm a hustler, so I don't like the motherfuckers who beg outside of the fucking what you call it. I hate any bitch I fuck with. Like, yeah, I be giving money to. I'm like, why the fuck do you give money to them fucking broke ass niggas, man? Because here's what I'm saying. Like, from my perspective, I gotta tap dance every day for these motherfuckers to get this studio money. You know what I'm saying? I don't just sit there and like, could you please give me studio money? No, I have to fucking work for this shit. I've had to work for almost 15 years to get to this point. And here's a Joe Blow out there going, well, I just look like shit, so can you give me some money? And it'd be blowing my mind. I'd be like, you better fucking start tap dancing. Or you better do a magic trick or some shit like that and show me that how have you earned my money, my nigga? Because I earned my shit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes things get overlooked, like how some of these people could be war veterans, or some of these people can get cast out from like mental asylums. There was a big famous one in Mount Clemens, which is like suburban city outside of Detroit. And in Mount Clemens, they had an insane asylum where they just let everybody free because they had no money anymore. And it's like, oh shit, all these psychos are fucking getting let out. Have you ever seen American Horror Story on FX? Anyways, I'm just thinking like in that scenario, and it's like these motherfuckers who can't work at Burger King, you know, I don't know how they adapt, and so it's like if someone will give me free money, and like that does suck. And we need to do more about putting money into government systems to help these people. But I don't think that giving them money on the street is necessarily the way. But at the same time, if I was fucked up and but here's the thing: if I was fucked up and to the point where I had to be outside of a liquor store asking motherfuckers for money, well, I come out there with a business. Motherfuckers are more willing to give a motherfucker in a business suit some money over because you know what? They feel like they're giving a motherfucker who already got his shit together a fucking plan. Like when you broke as fuck staying at your mama house and shit like that, asking to borrow 20s and 50s and shit like that. Motherfucker don't want to give you no fucking money because you ain't got a goddamn plan. You over there playing video games and fucking your life up and shit. And you fucking up their life up because you wasting their time, energy, money, gas, heat, you know what I'm saying? All this shit. And they try to support you. And the thing is, when a motherfucker got a plan together, you don't gotta wear a business suit when on your family, but I'm saying that's what I'll be at. When a motherfucker got a plan together, that's when people are more likely to want to invest in you because you're already asking for money, but you're not asking for money for what they assume you're doing, which they don't know what you're doing, but what they assume is that you're just about to buy some weed or some drink and you know, maybe fuck with some bitches, you know, do some dumb shit, do some dumb nigga shit when you need to be getting your life together. And I think that having that plan silences a lot of that. Because even if you're wrong and they invest in you, you don't do shit right, you had a plan and the plan failed. You didn't fail because you're just a fucking failure. You failed because you tried and you failed. But you know what? There's a lot of positive that comes out of trying. You know what I'm saying? If you're not failing, you ain't trying. You feel me? And a lot of people are those people who fuck that fool's yeah, he invested, got me a shot. Bro, yeah, you know, those opportunities I know will come. I fucked up a couple of opportunities. I had somebody who was watching my show who was in a band, and they wanted to hire me, and they wanted to hire me for like $16,000 a month to do some marketing and promotion for them, and they had contacted me at such a bad time from when I was murdered and I came back to life and shit, and I was just not in the right place. I wasn't feeling like PeterPromo. I was feeling like I don't know who the fuck I am. I can't do the same things I used to be able to do. I don't have the freedom of mobility. I feel like a fucking loser. I feel like I've let all my people down. I let everybody down. You know, it wasn't even my fault. Someone killed me. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like I let everybody down, and I felt like I was worthless. I felt like I wasn't who I was supposed to be, and this is some alternate timeline. I mean, I guess it's, you know, technically this could be an alternate timeline because I was dead, so maybe this is a timeline where I came back from the dead. You know, I'm a zombie. That could be, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, I got this amazing. This is like kind of like the job offer I was like always wanting, because it's like, oh shit, a famous band wants me to do some stuff for them, use my skills. Bye bye. You know what? When the opportunity comes, I've got about 5 to 15 different artists that it's like, yo, I got that opportunity, bro. Pack your bags. Let's, you know what I'm saying? The artists that I've been curating over this time, like I'm like, okay, you know what? I can pick out him, her, them. You know what I'm saying? Because I got an opportunity with these. You know what I'm saying? But I just fucked it up. I just didn't care. I didn't care. You know, certain situations can put you in can put you in a mindset where you say, "Fuck money. I don't give a fuck about money." Like getting cancer. You get cancer, and all of a sudden it's like, man, what the fuck I'm gonna do with money? What the fuck I want money for, man? What the fuck? I ain't even about to live, man. God damn, I've been chasing my whole fucking life. I've been chasing money, and I should have been chasing like opportunities and chasing life, like life. If I go into debt, I don't give a fuck. I went and climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, and I fucking went and swam with some dolphins, and I went and had a fucking love affair with some bitch in Italy, and I fucking went to China and went with the motherfucking soldier, and then I went to every state in America. I went to every single state, and they had a coney dog there. And yeah, I'm $3,500 in debt, or maybe $35,000 in debt. But guess what? When you die of cancer, or when you die, that debt doesn't go with you. But what does are the regrets. Not the debts, the regrets. When you're sitting in your deathbed, are you going to say, I did it my way? Yeah, I'm fucked up. I got lung lesions. The cancer's spreading. I'm about to fucking die. But did you get it because you smoked cigarettes and you wanted to smoke cigarettes? And smoking cigarettes led you to some amazing situations, and you fucking happened to have a cigarette, and Dave Chappelle was like, hey, anybody got a cigarette? And here you go, Dave Chappelle. Gave him a cigarette, and because of that, it led to enough fucking night of doing mushrooms with Dave Chappelle and da. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe smoking cigarettes was the thing that killed you, but at the same time, it opened a lot of doors, made you feel good when time people left you behind. When you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna advocate smoking cigarettes, but what I'm saying is, you're going to die, and someone's gonna judge it. See, if he was eating all that bacon, he eating all that pork. Fuck the judgmental assholes. The point is, do what you love, but make sure that you know one goddamn thing. You're gonna die. Okay? Everything's gonna end with you dead. So don't think, okay, now I can be 70 and then no. The end is you're dead. So let's just assume, I'm not gonna tell you what's at the end of the afterlife because I was there. But let's just assume, just because we're assuming, I'm not saying what it is, let's just assume there's nothing there. Make sure that your time here is spent. I don't give a fuck what you have to do. Now, I don't want you guys out there being a pedophile, and I hope that you guys aren't out there being like hate mongers and stuff like that. But you have to understand, man, when I was sitting there in the hospital, not knowing who I was, how I got there, what the fuck was going on, I sat there thinking I was going to die. And I was just like, no regrets. You know? There's some things I wish I would have done, but not really a lot. I lived life my way. I started a business. I did what I wanted to do when I was a fucking middle schooler, and I'm living my fucking dream. You know what I'm saying? I made some mistakes, but I made my own mistakes. And that's what I want you guys to know. Making mistakes isn't a bad fucking deal. Failing isn't a big fucking deal. If you can't fail unless you try, you know what I'm saying? If you out here, that's incorrect. You can fail by not even trying. And that's even worse failure because you're a goddamn failure because you're a coward. You know what I'm saying? And the people who fuck with me in the show, you guys obviously have some kind of mindset where you're of growth. You're a creative. You're someone who goes against the grain. You're someone who doesn't necessarily be a follower. If you were a follower, you'd be on my channel and there'd be like millions of people watching or tens of thousands of people watching. No, there's a couple people watching. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because you guys are smarter than anybody else. It's just because you're an oddball probably like me. And the idea behind that is I want you guys to understand that you got to feel your emotions. You're going to feel hatred, sadness, happiness. Just feel your emotions. Be healthy about it. Maybe see a therapist. Probably, even if you're feeling happy, see a fucking therapist. Think about it, you know what I'm saying? I know a nigga who snap every time it's snap. Always just ready to snap. Always on 10. And the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, niggas got to learn to deal with that with me, man. Niggas got to, but the thing is like, okay, well, maybe you should see a therapist and see why you jump to snapping so quick. Because I know for me, I found out. You know what I'm saying? I found out a lot. You know what I'm saying? Father issues and mother issues and abandonment issues and all kinds of shit like that. That now that these things make sense, I can make more sense of the decisions that I'm making and know what the central driving force behind these are. But as long as you're just guessing, that's like being a fucking diabetic and not having a blood test machine. Well, I think my blood sugar's high. I think you just gonna guess. My nigga, you just gonna get. You got professionals out here who can just tell, who can, yeah, and this, and oh, okay, well, you're doing this because of this. So maybe you should work on breathing exercise, or maybe you should do it up, or maybe you should talk to this person because clearly you have an issue. You know what I'm saying? But instead of that, you're like, well, I'm gonna guess. Don't nobody know me like I know me. Don't nobody know me like I. Look, I've had balls my entire life. That doesn't make me a ball expert. I don't know everything about balls. I don't know how to. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know mine. I know when I grab mine, I know what that feels like. But I'm not making me a ball expert. You know what I'm saying? My wife can be Hispanic. Does that make, because I'm married to her for 30 years, does that make me uh, a fucking magician of fucking Mexican culture? No. That's just one case. You feel like you know yourself, but you know what you think you know. And it's important to get that out there. But either way, whether you're doing it or not, you need a cigarette, church. Uh, I'm not your therapist, but I'm glad that you're getting some kind of therapeutic assistance through our conversations. You know what I'm saying? But if you think that this feels good or that it's somewhat beneficial to you, then it may be time for you to just think about going. Hey, you know what I thought about doing? Going to one of those GG. I gotta go. Yes. I'm like Golden Grams. um. Oh, well, damn, Garrett, go get your cigarette, man. Don't smoke a cigarette, bro. Don't do that. Smoke some weed. Yeah, I got more work to do tonight. I got video work. I got a flyer that a gentleman wants to get done. I think the thing that I'm always good game. Ah, therapeutic assistant. Hold on, man. That made me sound like I'm doing some massage shit. Hold on, man. This is my therapeutic assistant. Okay, let me ask you guys something. Okay, this chick that I used to fuck, who's now kind of like, you guys know how I feel about this word, but she's kind of like a friend, I guess. Um, she tells me, and I talked about this on the podcast. She tells me that she has this new boyfriend, and that the boyfriend has this servant that basically is a white person who does his laundry, uh, cooks whenever he wants them to cook. Um, they even like will put monetary shit towards shit. Like he'll tell the motherfucker like, hey, I want you to buy some more business cards. 5,000 new business cards off this website, and they'd be like, "Okay, boss, da 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 da." And this isn't like a paid thing. They're not paying these slaves. Okay, these slaves are white people who feel like black people are the superior race, and basically some weird shit, some people that need to go to see a therapist. Okay, um, slavery isn't bound to race, although that's a very interesting citation there. That the idea of a slave in people's minds is a black person, to where if it's a white slave, the terminology would be wave instead of just still a slave. Which I'm not judging you at all, Golden, but I think that was an observation I needed to make known. Um, so here's the thing. So this dude's got a motherfucker washing his clothes, doing his dishes, buying shit off of, whatever, going to, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Here's the thing that I feel like is the caveat of this whole type thing. Okay, and mind you, if you guys are hip, the word caveat is more like the hitch. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say, yo, bro, we about to rob this liquor store. Ain't nothing but an Asian motherfucker in there. They're 80 years old. There's a bunch of money in there. We're going to make like a $50,000 a piece off that bitch. The cameras is cut off. It's going to be nighttime. Everything closed. We in that bitch. The caveat is, so if you hear someone say caveat, it's like the hitch, the one bad thing, so the caveat of that situation would be, yeah, but the old nigga know kung fu, so that might be a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, now that I've given you that whole explanation, I forgot what I was even talking about caveat for. Oh yeah, the caveat of this situation with the slave is that the slave is a white man, which I find to be, I mean, I don't know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say, but I feel like that's just kind of the gayest thing you know what I'm saying? Wait a second, bro. So you got a man who comes around and cleans your toilets and your drawers and picks your kids up from school, and he'll lick your feet if you want to, and he'll massage your feet, and He'll call you master and all this extra shit, and this shit is cool. Now the chick, she tell me, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is good for you. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But me thinking about a man having another man as a man slave, weird. I like the idea of it, but I think at the end of the day, my ideology stands that there shouldn't be any slaves. But I think that one is, that's not slavery because it's a choice. He's making a choice to do it. Now, contrary to Kanye West, I wouldn't say slavery was a choice. Kanye, Kanye said, Kanye said slavery is a choice. Was a choice. I said, you know what? Hallelujah, salvation and glory. Jesus Christ, that was crazy. He said slavery was a salve. Gear up, salve. Gear up. Um, I want to tell you guys this, man. Like people are gonna tell you that whatever ideas you have is corny or whatever, whatever. But at the end of the day, you should have something that you believe so extremely, so passionately that you will fucking die for it. Okay, if you don't have something in your life that you believe in that much, then that's where you need to get to. Now, for some of you with your kids, you feel passionate about your kids. Anybody to outlay my life on the line for my kids, and for you, but that might be enough, and that's fine. But if you don't have kids and you're not part of a fucking church, or you don't believe, because Christianity people, they'd be like, oh, if a nigga got a gun, I don't want to die. But if he does, I know where I'm going. I know where you're going too. Uh, cool. But if you don't have anything that you like, even if it's yourself, if you don't believe in cultures and you rather isolate yourself as just your own thing. I'm not part of no groups, no clubs. I'm just my own person. That's fine. It's not fine. We're social animals, but it's fine in the confines of this conversation. But you still need something that you just the idea of liberty, the idea of free thinking, something to where if a motherfucker tried to stop you from living that belief or from what I'm saying, pushing that belief, you'll lay down and take my life, then nigga, take my life. Not that you try to die. You're definitely in no situation where you're trying to die, but it's like you believe in this one thing so much that you live for something or die for anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta understand that one thing that I learned from watching TED Talk, and I don't even remember it all verbatim to make it seem like a big lesson I'm gonna try to teach you guys, but like remember that movie Inside Out? I will say that even for adults, it being a Disney movie is worth an adult who doesn't watch Disney movies just checking out because it handles a lot of adult themes. And one of them is the idea that you have these pillars that you have in your life and that you believe, and then your other beliefs and your other things in life are all built off of those pillars, these columns. But then like after so many years, certain columns that are holding up a lot of different certain pillars that are holding a lot of different columns, that pillar can get taken out. Like one thing could be like when you turn 6 or when you turn 10, your imagination is less fluid. You don't believe in the same things you did when you were a child, and so maybe by the time you get to 13 or 16, you become a little bit more jaded, a little bit more cynical. And the idea of this possibility, the idea that you believed on all these other things based off of this one thing that you remembered and you believed since you were 6. But you're 13 now, you don't really even believe in that thing anymore. And because that's gone, all the things on top of it go as well. And you built so much of your life around this and this column and this pillar, these pillars. Well, one person was saying on there is like it's not like they just go away. It's like you got to replace them with other things that fill in that void. And the one thing that they were saying that they did test studies and all this stuff is like what makes people happy, like what makes people feel like their life is like right, is not feeling happy. Happiness is fleeting. You can be playing, like, what makes you happy? Playing a video game. But if you play that same video game all day, every day, with no reprieve, and it was continuous as opposed to continual, you get tired of it. If you ate bacon every day, all day, forever, you would just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, happiness is fleeting. So happiness is not going to give you long-term, what you need. And it turns out, at least from what they're saying, is the real key to that is fulfillment, which comes through community. Doesn't mean you have to join a community. You're already part of one, whether you know it or not. But being a part of something bigger than yourself. Joining a church, doing something like Big Brothers, Big Sisters, being in like a band or local theater group, being a part of a community like what we got going on here. Something that makes you feel like you're part of something that's beyond just yourself. Because without that, it's like, what? How do you think that those motherfuckers got people to drink all the Kool-Aid? You know what I'm saying? You've heard the metaphor before, the analogy that he's drinking the Kool-Aid. It's like these motherfuckers got all these people to sign up for these cults. They think they're churches, and people feel so fulfilled. They feel the spirit. They feel so accepted. They feel so accepted that they were willing to do whatever. And this dude goes, yeah, and you, we love each other. I want you to say to the person next to you, I want you to say, neighbor, I want some Kool-Aid. I want some, huh? And motherfuckers got people in the spirit and told people, like, yo, we're going to go to see heaven. We're going to see God. Don't you believe in God? And one guy gets 500 people all to drink some fucking Kool-Aid with poison in it, and they know there's poison in it. That is the power of belief, okay? Now, some people can use this more sinister than others. But the point is that there's power in there. There's so much power in belief. If a motherfucker just believes that something is the way it is, I don't care about, having X-Men powers and all these, you know what I'm saying? That shit is fake. That shit is starting to piss me off. I used to love the MCU. Maybe it's been too long since I've seen an MCU movie. Maybe I'll turn back into a little fanboy once they come back out. But, like, thinking about there should be more movies about real life shit. Because people have power, okay? Yeah, we can't fly. Yeah, we can't, you know what I'm saying? But people have power. You have power within you. Limitless power. You have the power to make people do things against their will. You have the power to change things. You know what I'm saying? You can be the starting domino of a fucking humongous domino effect that changes everything. What's up, Ken Katana? Happiness is an inside job. It starts inside. I beg to differ. You see, I feel as though we're social animals, right? Right? I feel as though happiness comes from a sense of community. Happiness comes from a sense of being appreciated. Happiness comes from a sense of being loved. You know what I'm saying? You can say, although I love myself, happiness. Okay, well, for the motherfucker who's the last motherfucker on the planet, good luck loving yourself. You're going to jack off for a few days. You're going to eat all the food that you never got to eat before. And then you're going to be sitting there like, fuck. And then after 40 years of being like, or 20 years of being the only motherfucker there, you finally figure out a way to love. You know what? When you know what it's going to be? It's going to be fucking Will Smith and I Am Legend when you find a fucking dog. That's when. When you find a dog. How many motherfuckers out there are like, oh, I don't fuck with people no more, I don't da-da-da. But they got a house full of cats, or they got a dog, and the dog is their best friend, and they talk about the dog like the dog is a human, which they aren't. The animals are not humans. Stop humanizing them. See, I'm of the mindset that we are different animals, so we have to do our own approach, I suppose. But I like the idea of treating an animal like its parent would treat it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a dog, however the dog's parents were treated, that's how you should treat it. Not that his parents treated like shit. I'm not advocating treating dogs like shit. I'm just saying that they, you know what I'm saying, dogs don't really like hit their, you know what I'm saying? No, like you won't really see, you know what I'm saying? I don't know too much footage of a dog hitting another dog, a baby dog, because he didn't do something he liked. You know what I'm saying? Like you will see the growling and stuff like that, best letting them know, okay, I don't fuck with what you're doing, and I'm the alpha, so you better get it together. And yeah, that shit needs to go on too. But oh, she's sad. She doesn't like you. Okay, animals have feelings, but not human ones. Definitely not human ones. And you can't hope to understand or know what your dog is feeling or what your animal is feeling unless you do research and time and work in understanding that breed, that animal. And then you have a personal relationship with that animal and find out that that personal animal has quirks, but there's still ways that, you know, animals need to be, you know what I'm saying, treated and put together. He's half man, half amazing. I don't like the idea that that occurs. Like, so can a man not be amazing? Because if I'm half man and half amazing, that means I'm 50% amazing and 50% not amazing. I guess that technically doesn't. I could be 50% amazing, 50% astounding, and that could technically work. Technically, it doesn't sound as good. So when you say half man, half amazing, it's like he's half a man, but he's half amazing. Can I just get 100% amazing? Can I? Is that on the floor? Okay. Um, yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff tonight, man. I just really wanted everybody to know that I appreciate you guys' time here. I appreciate you guys coming through and keep me company for a little bit. I got to get some work done here on the computer here, so I'm gonna cut this goddamn air on. But yeah, man, I gotta get my whole new wardrobe. I gotta get a whole new wardrobe like this. It won't look like this, but I just gotta get some new stuff. But I gotta give a fuck, and clearly I don't give a fuck, so it's hard, you know. It's hard. I like the way I felt with this stuff, but I just don't care nowhere near as much to try to upkeep this shit. Um, I don't know how you guys do it. I just figure 200%. My God, he's double the amount of amazing as. In fact, he's 4 times the amount of amazing as the regular people. 200% amazing. Is it possible to be 200% amazing? Like, maybe it only goes to 100%. Like, what percentage is he amazing? 200%? No. Okay. You got a cup, right? Yeah. What percentage full is it? 200%? No, 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 no. I said you have a cup. How full is it? 200%. You have a cup. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah. It came together, all right. But 1%, man, that's his one deficiency. RoboCop was about 7%, man. He had a face. He had a face and his I think his arm, something like that. Would you want to be RoboCop if they could bring you back? Like you die in a horrific way, and they have a way to bring you back, but you're gonna be mostly metal, and but you'll be alive. What's the verdict? Anime? Delta? What's the verdict? Do we accept the gift, or do we say, "It's my life"? I just wanna live forever. Alright, you guys aren't answering me. Why have you done me like this? Man, if I eventually get me a little chick, she gonna have to know how to do some wrist massages. I don't even need no professional shit. I just need my shit massaged every day with lotion and buttermilk. You'll feel metal pussy. Yeah, use some WD-40 on that bitch. You gotta use some WD-40. Rope cop. Rope cop. Robe cop. Here's the thing, you know, when they simplify shit, it's supposed to simplify it. Robe cop. I guess it takes a syllable out. Jesus Christ. Robe cop. Oh my god. Robe cop had his face, his left arm, and his right nut. Metal onion. Oh my god. A metal onion. You know? You holler at the 10 minute, you holler at Robocop. Holler at Robe Cop. He get the slide, plug in the USB. Download it. Yeah, that couldn't be much of a life. That couldn't be much of a life. But I can get the WD-40, you know, slide some oil to me. Let it slip down my spine. If you ain't got STP, Crisco will do just fine. I'm trying to think. Yeah, okay. Because one of the songs was in the movie, and another song was in like the musical. What would I do? Yeah, both of those were in the movie, and there was one that was in the play. I'm trying to think of what that one was. Can't think of it. Bathrobe cop don't. Is yeah, bathrobe cop don't. It's not my robe cop. Robe cop. Who's that? It's robe cop. RoboCop? I don't see any metal. No. Robe cop. He wear a robe. He arrest your ass. He just got out of bed to bust you. Just got out the shower. Ugh. Wow, 3:30. All right, guys. Slippery upside the head. I'm out of here, guys. I got to work. People pay me in advance. I'm not even waiting to get paid. I already got paid, so I gotta do this shit. Can't procrastinate anymore. Metal fucking. I'm about to look that up on Pornhub, see if there's any metal porn. Metal porn! Maybe it sounds like that. I gotta make some metal porn. And they make it sound like that. I mean, eventually, essentially, it's like, God, it's square. It's a square. Jesus Christ. Oh man, that couldn't be fun. It couldn't be. Well, I'm not gonna say it couldn't. I mean, I'm sure somebody out there that could appreciate it. Let's get out the shot. uh, you're under arrest, fucker. I'm going to sleep. Snoop Dogg bathrobe. Jesus, with the bonnet on. I wish that I could like just take the same premise of RoboCop, but then like he didn't explode. Like he he got really bad burns, like just on the outside of this, like in the inside of this V, it's not burned, but everywhere on the outside is burned. So he puts the robe on, and it's a specially made robe that has special like shit that like taps into those burns. And he's got like powers. He's like a cop. Stop in the name of the law, dead or alive. You're coming with me. You know, it's that time, guys. When you were young and our hearts were an open book, you used to say, "Live and let live." You know you didn't, know you didn't, know you did. And if this unchanging road and she living makes you get I cry. Say living murder, brown, brown, living let brown, brown. Living it down, down, living it down. That's my slow motion. Straight out of Bed Bath and Beyond, the sequel. Oh my god. You're on fire tonight, man. I'm out of here, guys. It's been awesome. Hopefully, you guys got some good vibes. Until next time, be yourself. Because everybody else is already taken.